Just a few kilometers from the South Side neighborhood former President Barack Obama called home, he spoke to a mostly supportive audience at McCormick Place Convention Center about his plans to give back to his adopted hometown.
Over the next 4 years, we are going to create $3 billion worth of economic activity. We're going to create 5,000 jobs just in the construction, 2,500 jobs that will be permanent and ongoing.
Current plans for the $300 million Obama Presidential Center place it at Jackson Park, right alongside Lake Michigan. The roughly 20-acre campus would include a variety of spaces for the community to use. The centerpiece will be a large tower that will house the Obama Presidential Museum.
And it's estimated we might have as many as 700,000 people just going through the museum portion of this. We are going to be able to make this a jewel, not just for the South Side, but for the entire city of Chicago.
Not everyone on the South Side of Chicago is sold on the project.
Since he was president, he has to some extent forgotten the neighborhood where he started out as a community organizer.
Professor W.J.T. Mitchell teaches at the University of Chicago, Obama's former employer. Mitchell is one of 200 faculty members who signed a letter criticizing plans for the center's proposed location at Jackson Park, not far from the university's campus.
It has to be shoehorned into a relatively small space that is already highly developed. It's not adjacent to a commercial strip.
Mitchell considers himself a friend of the Obamas, but feels they have been tone deaf in developing the Presidential Center. He says despite breakout sessions at public meetings, there has not been enough public input.
There's no public discussion where the community can say, we have real doubts about this aspect, and it would be really great if he would come back, spend some time talking to people face to face, not on jumbotrons and not in huge auditoriums, but actually meeting with small groups around the neighborhood.
The former president has tried to allay concerns.
What I want to do is to make sure everybody's represented. We're not coming in here as a for-profit organization. Like, I'm out there raising a bunch of money to get this thing built, to get the programming up and running. I'm not getting a salary out of the foundation. Michelle and my motivations are entirely to make sure that the community benefits.
Benefits that could transform Chicago's South Side, an area whose reputation is marred by rising crime and vacant buildings. It's a reputation Obama hopes his presidential center can change once construction is complete, which is currently slated for sometime in 2021. Kane, Farabaugh, VOA News, Chicago.